So, you've got about $27,000 to spend on a hatchback, and you're looking for more features than you'd get in a typical poverty pack base model, and you're looking for good reliability and low running costs. What are your options? Well, here are two, the Kia Cerato Sport and the Toyota Corolla SX. But which is best for buyers on a middling small car budget? Kia's Cerato Sport Hatch is a mid-range model priced at $25,790 before on-road costs. However, we have the safety pack version that costs another $1,000, but is vital if you want a 5-star crash rating, as it includes a more advanced autonomous emergency braking system. The Corolla SX, which costs from $26,870 and also sits in the middle of the lineup, features AEB with pedestrian and cyclist detection as standard and is rated 5 stars by ANCAP. It also matches the adaptive cruise control and blind spot monitoring that come with the Kia's safety pack. Pricing parity is not quite that clear cut, however. While the models are near identical in recommended retail price, Kia has long been running sharp drive-away deals on the Cerato, and you can pick up the Sport with safety pack for just $25,990 with no more to pay. The Corolla SX? Well, if you want it in any colour other than white, it costs just over $31,000 with on-road charges added. At this price point, that's a massive difference. However, the Toyota does counter with a significant advantage when it comes to equipment. Over here you can see the list of extra features the Kia has over the Toyota. But here, look at this list of exclusives the Toyota has over the Kia. Okay, let's start in the newer of the hatches, the Kia Cerato, and look, the cabin does feel like it's built down to a bit of a cost because there are a lot of hard, shiny, scratchy plastics. It's all a bit dark in here, and even the sort of silver trim inserts that you get don't really lift the gloom. But hey, look, it's a very functional design. It's neither boring nor adventurous. All the controls fall very easily to hand, and there's nice tactility, such as the controls for the audio and the heating and ventilation. The Kia's infotainment system is a good one, shared with Hyundai. Graphics are decent, menus are easy to use, and navigation is included. Well, the Corolla has also got its fair share of hard plastics, but crucially, they're at a lower level. So here on the main part of the dash and on the top of the dash, you've got some nice squidgy plastics. There's a bit of thought that's gone into the design. You've got some nice C-shaped air vent surrounds, some other premium touches, electronic park brake instead of a handbrake lever as in the Kia. You've got push button engine start, and a posher looking steering wheel. Perhaps the only thing that jars in the cabin is the infotainment display, which looks like it's kind of just been plonked in the middle of the dash. The Corolla SX gains some key connectivity features of the Ascent Sport base model. Navigation, digital radio, and a wireless charging tray that fits most smartphones. However, the resolution of the 8-inch centre infotainment screen's graphics is on the low side, and the system isn't compatible with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Owners instead get the option of using the Toyota Link app, but setting it up is a bit of a palaver. If you're buying a small car over a city car because you want more rear seat space, good news in the Cerato. Generous legroom, plenty of headroom, no rear air vents. You have to get the Sport Plus, the next model up, if you want those. Not a lot of storage either, just bottle holders in the doors. You do get a centre armrest with integrated cup holders, and as for the bench itself, very comfortable. The Cerato is not just practical in the way it carries adults in its rear seat. The Kia's spacious boot offers a width and depth that will accommodate multiple pieces of luggage. There's also useful underfloor storage, which can be accessed in its entirety by simply lifting up the floor, or, quite cleverly, you can pull a strap either side of the boot for quick access to side sections. Oh, it is a bit cramped in here. Look, the Corolla is a shorter vehicle than the Cerato, but you would still expect more rear seat space. And if you've got a tall driver ahead of you or a tall front passenger, you're going to be even more cramped. No rear vents either, but you do get a centre armrest with integrated cup holders, and I also like this touch. You get another cup holder integrated into the door armrest. At 217 litres, the Corolla's shallow boot is almost half the size of its rival's luggage compartment. It's not helped by the car's steeply raked tailgate. There are smaller city cars with bigger boots, and that includes Toyota's own Yaris. I'm not sure why Kia decided to call this mid-range Cerato Sport, because it's not particularly sporty. The 2-litre engine is a bit of an oldie, doesn't even have direct fuel injection, which is not ideal for fuel economy, and performance is best described as modest, if sufficient for many buyers of this type of car. Also sounds a little bit coarse at low revs, and the steering, it's generally fine, but just around the straight ahead it is a touch vague, so you find that you're focusing on the steering just a little bit more than you should do even when you're driving in a straight line. Out on a country road, plenty of tyre grip, composed body control, but not a particularly dynamic car to drive. The ride around town is a bit on the firm side, a bit fussy when there's imperfections in the road surface. But in terms of the way the suspension deals with potholes and big bumps, the damping is excellent. For a long time, the Corolla has been disparaged as somewhat of an appliance on wheels, but that all changes with this new generation model because it's more about just getting from A to B. You can actually savour the journey. It's a very nice car to drive. The steering is light and linear, and that combines with a tight turning circle to make it feel very agile around tight city streets. Then you've got the ride quality, which is absolutely plush. In fact, I would say the Corolla is one of the best riding hatches you can buy on the market, and that includes models such as the Mercedes-Benz A-Class. The Corolla's engine provides only a modicum of extra performance over the Cerato's unit, but it is a fair bit quieter, and it also teams with a CVT automatic transmission that is one of the more responsive types of its breed.
What about ownership credentials though? Well, you won't have to worry about something going wrong on the Cerato for 7 years, thanks to Kia's industry benchmark warranty. Toyota's warranty is still a healthy 5 years, and the Corolla's servicing costs are remarkably cheap, averaging $175 per annual service over 5 years. The Cerato will cost you $403 per year on average. The Corolla is also a bit more fuel efficient, so it will save you some petrol money too.
The Kia Cerato Sport is a hatchback that doesn't have a lot of flair, but also doesn't have a lot of flaws. It's a solid offering that's decent to drive, sharply priced and capable of being roomy transport for a small family. The Toyota Corolla SX is best for empty nesters or motorists who rarely carry rear passengers. Yet for those owners, they will get to enjoy a car that feels more expensive in the way it presents and the way that it drives. So it's a bit of even Stevens. It's rationality and practicality facing off against equipment and refinement. Which way would I go? Well, the heart says the Corolla, but the head says the Kia.